This is Mark with Henco Plumbing Services. I'm at 2102 Northwest Kelly Place in front of Unit 21 in Vancouver. Here to do a sewer scope, and I did some investigating on the septic tank. Before I get started, I'd like to start showing on the video this sewage that's sitting on the very top edge of the baffle tee. You see that? That is from the septic tank getting full. What it's done is left all this toilet paper and human waste on the top rim. It's not supposed to be there. So at one point the record says that the water level inside the baffle tee was high, and at this point it is drained down. So what's happening is the outlet to this septic tank is not keeping up with the input of wastewater that's coming in, and that's why this line backed up. So when we came out, it had already drained down, and we came in and jetted the line and cleaned it out again. I believe that's what the record states, but I was asked to come out here and do my due diligence with this sewer line and with the septic. So what you see over there, those white markings, that's one edge of the septic tank. Look over here across the walkway, that's the other edge. It's approximately 17.5 by 6.5 feet. It's a very large septic tank. I believe the outlet is over there. I don't know if there's another lid there to open it up to inspect the outlet, to make sure it's not full of roots, or if it's full of buildup and this septic tank is not being allowed to drain the way it needs to drain. And if there is a lid, it's underneath this walkway, and when they put this walkway in, they bury the lid, and the lid's never been lifted up since this place was built, which is a possibility. So I'm going to go ahead and go in towards the building to check. So I'm going to start right at the edge of this clean out, so the camera levels out. Up to let's see, there we go. Alright, levels out right there. We're going to zero it out. We're going to count how many feet back to the vertical drop from the upstairs units, or either that it's a because I've already cameraed the line, it's going to be either a vent or it's going to be the vertical drop from the upstairs units. So here is the epoxy liner that was coated. It was very rough cast iron. We honed it out, resurfaced it, made it smoother, cleaner. We're going to keep going. Here there is a dip, some puddling, and we'll pop right out of it. It's minimal puddling, maybe a quarter an inch to an inch of water at the most. There's a connection there, a Y, and then that's where the epoxy stops at about 30, see here, 30 feet. So we're at 30 feet where it stops, and then we're going to count how much more cast iron there was that no epoxy was put in it. So if we're at 30 feet, and then now it goes up to the vertical, which cannot be epoxied from here. So we're looking at approximately 6 feet that doesn't have epoxy liner on it. Okay, and this is very interesting here. This is a figure 5 that has been laid on its back. Figure 5s are meant to be vertical, not horizontal. So that being said, There should have been two Ys put in, two separate Ys. Maybe when they built this, it was okay to do that. It's really not anymore. I don't believe it is, but yeah, there's a figure 5 that's pretty much on its back. Anyways, this was coated, and there's about 5 or 6 feet left that wasn't coated towards the end where it makes the vertical drop to that's from the upstairs bathrooms, I believe. Okay. Other than that, the coating looks pretty good, but I don't believe there was anything in there that could have caused a backup. I believe this septic tank outlet is not keeping up with the input of the wastewater being put in it. There'll have to be some excavation over on this side. I put a camera in there with a long piece of pipe and a high beam flashlight, and I believe I seen the outlet right here. I don't know if there's a lid there, but it should be excavated, and seeing if there's a lid that we can lift up and check the outlet to see if it's full of roots or full of buildup, and it's not allowing this septic tank, this very large septic tank. There's the other end over there. It's approximately 17.5 feet end by end, and from the sidewalk to the end of the tank there is approximately 6.5. So 17.5 by 6.5 could be a 2,000 gallon tank, maybe more. But we definitely need to inspect that outlet to make sure that it's clear, and camera it to make sure there's nothing wrong with it, and that the water is draining out properly out to the leach fields, which are going to be out here somewhere. Okay, it's Mark with Henco Plumbing Services. Thank you for using Henco.